Hello everyone, welcome to Addy Trade. Today we're going to be seeing the trade analysis for 24th November, Wednesday, and the trade review of what happened today. See, today as soon as we open, it exactly followed the CPI logic that I go about using. I have a detailed video on my channel. This is the video CPI logic for intraday CPI reversal. You can have a check on that. See, what that logic states is, if we open between the CPR and the previous day low, okay, we might hit the previous day low or S1 and reverse back to the CPR. That's exactly what happened. This was the perfect trade today for scalping, but I wasn't able to take this trade because I didn't get a good confirmation based on the price action. See, CPR is one thing, all indicators is one thing, the price action is the most paramount. See, this kind of candle we got in 5 minutes, it's a kind of a long doji indecisive candle, right? So there was no way I was going to enter at this candle. If we had got something like an hammer, like say an inverted hammer or a proper hammer at this level, I would have entered for sure. And exactly we opened, came to the previous day low, hit the CPR. This was the perfect trade, but I wasn't able to take this trade. I in fact shorted here and exited somewhere around here because we had a pretty good support at 37,000. That's the trade that I took, where I made pretty decent profits, about 32,000, and rest all was small scalps that I tried. And another trade which was a good trade, but by the time I squared off, it only closed at 3,000, that is 37,000 put, which I shorted over here, okay, and kind of did a small scalp, squared off here. I thought the CPI is going to break and will come down, but that didn't happen. And even a small scalp over here was pretty good. I missed that. On the downside, probably 37,400 put. And as I told you, the best trade was that this was the perfect trade. Rest all were just short scalps. And sorry. And even if somebody could buy at these points, call 37,000 call, those were pretty good trades. See, we had a very good support at 37,000 put, right? We had a very good support. That's the reason. See, exactly we hit 37,000 and then just bounced up. So that's why even looking at the open interest is pretty important, and I'll be going through this open interest analysis also later in this video. See, now coming for the trade possibility for tomorrow, right? See, I once again come to this chart where I have the daily, monthly and the weekly CPR added. We again have held this monthly R1. This star line that you see, right, is nothing but the monthly CPR R1. Again, we have taken a support there and we have moved up. So for the trade now, for the trade possibility for tomorrow, I'm shifting to this chart where I just have the daily CPR. Now I know this previous day, this level at about 36,600, we have the monthly CPR. So I have a support line drawn there. And during the live market, I also look at this chart. So there'll be about two charts that I'll be looking at. One is this, where I have my analysis and the trend lines drawn. And the other one is this weekly and the monthly CPR added. So right now I'm on this 5-minute Banknifty chart, right? So for tomorrow, we can make use of this trend line. See, we had a pretty good fall. And kind of we are in this corrective phase. So there are a couple of possibilities. One, we could be remaining sideways even tomorrow and then probably get a breakdown or a breakout. That we will have to see only in the live market. And coming to the trend line that is there on the top side, right? We can still use this trend line that I'm going to draw now. See, this trend line on the upper side is not yet broken. So we can still make use of this trend line for any good trades on the upside. I'm just rearranging the screen. Yeah, see, this is the trend line from the top that I've drawn, right? So, and there's nothing but all based on the price action, as you can see. So if this trend line breaks, right, we could get a pretty good momentum on the upside, with targets being this red line as marked over here with all the support. We do have one very good resistance here, which I'll have to add. Okay. See, being the bearish market that we have, and even some of the global markets are dropping, like some of the global markets are going into a corrective phase, there is a possibility, say tomorrow, see today is done. Today I did expect maybe we'll come and hit this, the kind of up move we were having. But tomorrow, maybe if we come until here, like say 37,800, maybe we'll get some reversal from this trend line again, is also a possibility. Or if this trend line breaks, right, this black trend line that I've drawn on the downside, we can either have the CPR pivot itself as the target, or S1 previous day low and all these green lines that I've marked. So that's the trade possibility for tomorrow. Again, see, tomorrow we have a wide CPR, so we can be choppy this way. And see, right now we are kind of forming the structure, right? Wait for the structure to form, get a breakdown, then we can go for a good trade. See, we pretty much did the same thing even here. We kind of formed like a structure, broke that, fell big, and that's what that's how the market moves, right? So this is my possibility for Bank Nifty for tomorrow. I'll be using these two trend lines, and we'll see if we can get a good trade tomorrow as well. Now, before going to Nifty, we'll just check the open interest. See, we have a very good resistance at 37,500 and a very good support at 37,000. See the amount of puts that I've got added today. The number of sellers in the puts that have got added today, this red line, the change in OI is huge. So 37,000, I don't think 37,000 will break before this expiry, but we'll never know. There are so many times even this kind of supports have been broken, right? So we'll have to be careful at 37,000. Like today, we might get a good reversal. See here, we just kissed 37,000 and just reversed on the upside. So pretty much the same thing might happen. And a good resistance is at 37,500. Though we do have some, 37,500 is where we have a good resistance on the chart. 37,500 is exactly at the previous day high and somewhere close to R1. So see, even yesterday we had this resistance line. Today we exactly reverse from there. So probably even tomorrow, if we get a move until 37,500, probably we can expect some reversal. If this breaks, right, then probably we can see some higher levels, probably until this trend line of 37,800 or 37,700. Now coming to the Nifty. Nifty, after getting a gap down, it went one way up, but I don't usually trade in Nifty. So, but otherwise, anybody who had bought calls in Nifty would have made money at about 17,200. This was a very good support that we had drawn in our previous analysis video based on this price action support over here. So this was the range that we had between 270 and 250. Exactly, we took support there. Nifty showed some good recovery today. Now coming for the trade possibility for tomorrow, again in Nifty, I'll go ahead and use this trend line like this. If this breaks, we can see lower levels with the CPR pivot and the S1. And for some reason, if this breaks again, right, 17,250, we would be hitting 17,170 and even probably 17,000 based on the price action. I'm telling the support we have only at these levels. And on the upper side, we have some good resistance at 17,600. Even this was marked yesterday, so this line remains just like that. We have a pretty good support at 37,680. Yeah, and we can also make use of this trend line. See this black trend line from top. For intraday levels, we can make use of this because we have taken resistance at this trend line multiple times, right? So there is a possibility if we come here, we have exactly R1 here at 17,620, and we could reverse from here. That's also one possibility. Now just looking at the open interest for Nifty. See, we have a pretty good resistance at 17,500, but we also have a good number of put sellers that has added. So this level will act as a pretty crucial for tomorrow's trade. That is this strike price, 37,500. Even we have put sellers added and we have call sellers at this level. So if we can get the right entry for this can be a very profitable trade, 17,500. See the number of put sellers that I've got added today. See, the green are nothing but the open interest for the calls and red is the put. So basically open interest, like you see it in terms of the sellers, right, in the market. See the number of put sellers that are there. So they have got added today. So there is a possibility that 37,500 might not break tomorrow as well. Based on the open interest, it looks like that. But if it breaks, the next support is 37,400 and on the upper side 37,600 for sure. So this is my view and my analysis for tomorrow in Nifty and Banknifty. Today we had a pretty good day, ended with 34,000. Hope tomorrow also goes well. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you do like it, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.